price up and up and up and up. And it went to $5,500, and now it's pulled that back down to $4,100. Call me stupid.
Stupid.
That might be a buy.
He
That
asked.
was easy. I'm here for you, man.
I'll tell you.
No. Start accumulating this hard asset. 888-351-8999. I'm going to have a busy week. My calendar's filling up.
I have noticed something.
Call and get on my calendar. I'll tell
We
you.
had
The process is simple.
a bigger crowd yesterday. That's 3 weeks in a row
Call 'em up. Hey,
that we've had a bigger crowd.
listen to this guy, Precious Mike.
Because
I don't know,
But in a good way.
but I do know that we've been talking about going and telling people to come out and so on and so forth.
use the bully pulpit.
Could be coincidental. I don't know, but I'm going with I think it's us.
This is what they do. They have you fill out some paperwork. It's a self.
How much advertising do they do?
0.0.
So people don't know it exists until you tell them.
Yeah, we gotta watch. He's gonna turn us on here in a second. Yeah, but yeah,
At least get some gold. So when
So yeah, there's a real good chance that is exactly correct. You give people awareness of it. I had 2 new shooters today with me at Canyon Oaks. This is there's still some life left in the old girl.
hey, we're 4 for 4,
Outstanding.
all clicked on.
So back to the how did you shoot? Have a good match. Your
I
good match can
did.
be really good.
Yeah, I did what I've been doing. First couple of stages, really good, and then I kind of peter out.
Are
I'm-
you looking over your shoulder because you got to go?
No, I mean yesterday I definitely was. The last 2 stages I'm not going to take too much blame for because I was in a hurry and I needed to get.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I needed to get out of town, but trying to. I don't even. It was yesterday and I already don't remember how the shoot was, but it was fun. I had a good time. Shot a couple of odd things that we've never done before. Started one stage with your hands on the butts of your guns, which,
Had to be on both.
yeah,
Okay.
which for the cross draw was a little
That's-
odd. Yeah, you know, it's like okay,
I haven't done that in
ever.
15 years.
Well,
They
I don't-
used,
did they? I don't
back the
remember
old
that.
Cliff Fernley days.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't remember doing that before, but
Crash your hands together trying to draw.
yeah, and then there was a stage where you had to go clockwise, starting in the top left, and it was single shot, double shot, single shot, double shot, single shot, double shot, single shot, double shot. You know, and so that was interesting.
That's different. Boy, you know what? You'd rather, because you know you'll be seeing it again, unless enough people complain. But now you'll have done it before.
Yeah, and you know, like I'm trying to explain, it's a practice match. So you know, there was 2 stages that I decided to shoot backwards because you could start on either end, and it was pistol, rifle, shotgun, and that's the way I would normally go. You know, right to left,
Right.
being a lefty. But I started with the shotgun because I didn't want to.
Just to make yourself work harder.
Yeah.
Train hard to win easy.
Yeah, but and there's you know last year at In the Trail we had 1 or 2 stages
Yes,
that
indeed.
started with shotgun, and so I decided to do that. So I boom, 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 and took it, put it down, picked up the rifle, burp, 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 and went over to the pistol. And I'm not exactly sure how I did it, but on one of them, on the move, I drew. Normally, as soon as I put the rifle down, I draw and then
got it, then
go.
move.
But for some reason, I drew my strong, and I got out here, boom, 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 and I grabbed it and did one of those jobbies. And I freaked out a couple of people because they were trying to figure out how what I just did was illegal. But I was
But it's
complete, you know, because I shoot like this, so I'm, you know, but It was interesting, and I've done that. Years and years ago, I used to do it pretty regular, because there was always, everything was always left to right.
Right.
So I got used to doing it that way, and it was always, I just got to a point where I could do it, and people hardly even notice it. But yesterday's was a little bit because I was so like, what am I doing here? Oh yeah. So it's like, okay, grab top, pull, holster, go.
Just trying to stay focused.
That was it. And then I
There's a
missed.
lot going on there.
Yeah, and then I missed two.
Gentlemen,
Severe numbness, tingling, a burning sensation in your feet and hands, or weakness that can take away your ability to walk or even use your arms. It's a neuropathy.
The numbness that becomes so severe that the patients don't feel where their legs are. So they
Rick texted me this afternoon. He's on vacation in Texas, and of course, Sacramento's on vacation, so he didn't really have anything.
not much to go on.
No,
And
I don't think anybody begrudges him that, do they?
Yeah, no. Well, if they do, tough titties, because I'm not gonna bother the guy on vacation.
He's on vacation.
He's not me, for Christ's sake. He's allowed it.
Visit LosAngelesHispanicRepublicanClub.com. And no, you don't have to be Hispanic to be a member. That's LosAngelesHispanicRepublicanClub.com. And listen to the Los Angeles Hispanic Republican Club show, Saturdays at 7 p.m. here on AM 870, The Answer.
Portions of the following are pre-recorded.
KRLA, Glendale, AM 870.
No portion of our show is pre-recorded. I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Live at 5, baby.
Alex Marlowe, Scott Jennings, and Dennis
Well, I guess maybe the commercials.
AM 870, The Answer.
Senator Lindsey Graham, a close ally of President Trump, has passed away at 71.
Yeah, that was kind of a shocker, huh? Lindsey Graham.
Wasn't he just in Ukraine?
Yeah, yesterday. He died on the plane, I believe.
Republican Senator Tim Scott had this to say.
Here's a guy raised in the back of a bar. He's 19 years old at the University of South Carolina. Within 15 months, his brother died. His father has a massive heart attack and he passes as well. Then he adopts his 13-year-old sister and becomes a surrogate father to his sister. That's very injury led him to public service. And he started public service because he wanted to make sure that
I'm not comfortable with that word public service, and I certainly don't like lifetime politicians.
Oh, everybody say hey to Jeffrey.
Hey, Jeffrey, the
Hi,
man,
Jeffrey.
dude.
Hey, dude.
You the man, dude.
Remain on the throne on one condition.
A safe learning environment and the same conservative values you teach at home. Pay half the rate of tuition, and AM 870, The Answer, pays the rest.
So it's like 52 degrees in here, and I got my foot on an ice pack.
That's got to be comfortable.
Mm.
I foolishly wore short sleeves.
Remember the jacket. Remember the jacket. Remember.
Oh, yeah, I know. I do the same. Sweatshirt. Shit.
I'm in the car. Not going back in.
Yeah, too late now.
One trip with me, Mike Gallagher, and Scott Jennings. Hey, I want to personally invite you on the Gulf of America cruise, November 14th through November 21st. We'll cruise through crystal blue waters, visit incredible ports with like-minded people as we mark the 250th anniversary of our great nation. It's the voyage of a lifetime, the Gulf of America cruise, November 14th through the 21st. With me and my friends, Mike Gallagher and Scott Jennings. Cabins are going fast, so don't miss out. Reserve your place.
Did she say cabbages are going fast?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. No, I mean, I hate cabbages. Not sure how we got here. Why am I helping these oranges?
We turned left at Albuquerque.
Oh,
Bill Ascari, host of Real Estate Radio in LA. Every Saturday at 2 o'clock. Tune in this Saturday when I've got a special guest, Chris Gardner, talking about the crazy.
Did you go up to Double R today?
No, grandbaby's first birthday party today.
8006 818-632
Oh, good.
They say that he died at home, not on the plane.
Oh, okay.
But he came down with something real quick.
Hello, this is Captain Rick inviting you to the boat
Captain
hour
Rick.
Saturday at 4 p.m.
Hey, Mark, Bob, Robert, Kurt, Glenn. Hey, Mom. Good to see you. Mad Dog's on. Mr. David Green. It was a heart attack. Great to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Let's have some fun. No Rick tonight. Just a preemptive little thing because I know some of you have questions coming through. So
This should just about be us, I believe.
let's have some fun.
KRLA AM 870 Theater with voices telling you the truth about today's news. This live program is sponsored by the Gunslinger. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. You're listening to Gunslinger, behind the Iron Curtain on Radio Free California.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Gunslingers right here on.
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network, baby.
That's right. From San Diego to San Francisco, from LA to Phoenix to Las Vegas, we are on the air.
And we are all over your internet screen, folks. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and X. Make sure if you're jumping on right now, make sure you've already hit that like button. Let's get those up. Make sure you're subscribed. And make sure you're sharing with a friend. Easy to hit that button. Send it
Share.
out. So like, share, and subscribe, like all the people say, right? So go make sure you share this with your friends. Get people joining on. Let's get these numbers up, and let's share the fun. Come on, let's go.
I agree. And speaking of numbers, this is a live show. That means that we have a phone and we take calls. What's that number, Jim?
You guys call in. Tonight's all about you. 866-870-5752. Once again, that's 866-870-5752.
Wait, you just handed the keys of this show over to our listening public.
Absolutely.
You guys could make this show great. Do you hear it? This is your chance.
Well,
do it.
you
Do
know,
it. Pick up phones.
We're only a couple of weeks away from our 7th anniversary show, and that's what this show has been about for just about 7 years. Is phone calls, questions about firearms. We answer them. We don't back down. We may not know everything, but we don't back down.
Regardless.
If you got a question about you've never had a gun before, you want to go in. What should you buy? What should you do this for this? So on and so forth. Give us a call. We'll answer it.
We may have been the lungs of the show, but you guys at heart are the heart.
Absolutely.
You guys are what we're made of.
Good phone calls definitely make the show.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this week at the shop, speaking of, you know what? Oddly enough, Richard's not on.
What?
Not yet.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You're going to make us tell jokes?
Kevin, are we sure that the phones are working? It's not like Richard to not be already on hold. Anyway, this week at the shop, well, you remember we said we are now booking for December?
Yes.
Has that boat sailed?
Well, no, but we hit 150 already.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yep.
Half a year away.
Yeah, and so we're already over 150 firearms in for the what do you call for the December auction? Of course, September 19th is done. It's booked up. It's solid. We're done, finished.
Getting pictures in, starting to get the catalog.
Well, the catalog is close. We got to get. Of course, we won't put it up till a month prior, so we won't put it up till middle of August.
Now, yeah.
But we're almost there already. So,
ooh, man. We always say it. As soon as we sneeze, as soon as we blink, the next one's on top of us. And
yeah, it's crazy how. I think that's why, because we're always looking 4 months ahead, and before you know it, 4 months are already here.
We laugh about that, but man.
Yeah,
it's 4 months and then 6 months. But again, as soon as we blink after September, right on our tail.
Yeah, well, the September, December, and February auctions are boom, 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 and of course, right before the February auction, we've got the Vegas show.
Yep.
So it's always a crazy time. Yeah, Viva Las Vegas, baby.
Shout out to everyone listening in Vegas right now.
Absolutely.
We'll be seeing you.
We'll be seeing you in January over at the
Westgate.
Westgate, yeah.
Yep.
Which used to be the International, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. And that's where Elvis played, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty cool old-timey casino.
The event is pretty fab.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and so there's a lot
You have
of
to
stuff.
have any kind of special permission to get in?
Yeah.
Can anybody go?
Kevin's saying, get up to the damn microphone.
You're kind of far
They
away.
can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I was using my projecting stentorian, but that's right. This is a radio show.
This is a radio show.
I was hand gesticulating, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are just on the air.
And
So I'm sorry, but make the point again. Anyone can go. If you want to go to that show, you can go to that show. A couple bucks to get in, see some fabulous stuff, and if you were really of a mind to do so, you could meet the Gunslinger and Company.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not a busy time for me. Let's see. We got January is the show. Then beginning of February is the next auction. And then right after that is End of Trail, the World Championship Cowboy Action Shooting Match.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Going this year?
Huh?
Are you going this next year?
I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's the last one.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah,
Here
it's
in
the-
Arizona.
Yeah. So I will be signed up as a classic cowboy, whatever my age group. For the last 3 years I couldn't get in because I tried to get in as a senior, and they didn't have a senior. They had silver senior. This year I qualified for silver senior, and they didn't have a silver senior, but I got to shoot senior. So I won
And
my
you
class.
did okay.
Yeah, I won my
You
class.
did okay.
But this next one I'm going to try and get into Wild Bunch again.
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, so-
Excellent. Well, I hope we have a chance to shoot together because
Yeah.
that is big fun. And again, Wild Bunch is a little bit harder and it rewards your marksmanship skills.
Yeah, so
It absolutely does.
Yeah, we'll be checking into that, and so I've got to get working on it. But something tells me I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm throwing this one out. I'm lobbing one over the net. Do you have a good working 1911?
Oh, 3 or 4.
Jeez.
Hey, listen, is Richard not on the line?
He is.
Oh,
he
good.
is
I was
now,
worried because
yeah.
I had some bad jokes in line.
No. Well, I'm sure that won't be any worse than what Richard's got, but that's another story. Anyway, September 19th, guys, that's the next one. That's our next big auction. I don't know the exact number, but it's well over 600 again.
Yep.
It's going to be right about 650.
After you swore stoutly.
No more than 500, damn it.
Dead stop.
And we're back at 650. So, but hey, after
You keep using that word.
Yeah, after May, I don't think you know what that means. After the May auction being 750, starting at 10 and being done at 4.
That was a long one.
I'm not too worried about 650 because that's 100 less. And
As long as we're not double booked that day, we should be fine and dandy.
yeah, even if we are, I don't think it's going to be an issue because 100 guns, that's at least another solid hour.
At
so.
least. And especially because as much as we had the last time and we were trying to get him out as quickly, we
Yeah.
can get it a nice pace this time.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon the pun, but that's a bang bang show.
Oh, you ain't kidding. We were cooking with gas, let me tell you. All right. Speaking of gas, let's get to our friend Richard at the airport. What's going on, Richard?
Good evening, you pinpoint gunslingers.
Evening.
I thought he was going to say
Richard.
pinhead.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
What's going on, Richard?
I want to know what's your opinion of using wad cutters for close proximity defense.
Wad cutters are made for punching targets. I don't know that I would want to use a wad cutter for defense.
I have a different view.
Go.
When you shoot something like a Smith & Wesson Airweight, a lightweight pistol, those bullets, now they've only got about 250 foot-pounds of energy, right? But same profile that allows them to cut nice, clean holes in paper also does the same thing. I don't know what the nice way to say this is, but it does the same thing in tissue, which lets in a lot of air and lets out a lot of juice, and the recoil is not bad. And I'll go back to the kind of the 380 matrix, which is I don't know anybody
9mm
volunteering.
on stun?
Yeah, I don't know anybody volunteering to stand in front of it. So you got two split opinions here.
Yeah, I mean, I would not want to stand in front of it either, but I would rather probably have something in a hollow point than a no point.
Now, and again,
Good point.
Thank you.
and bullet technology, terminal bullet technology, is really, really advanced, and you can get some really good stuff from Hornady, their critical defense, etc. It's not the worst choice out there if you have a 2-inch revolver.
Yeah, and to be blunt, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Richard, you got a joke for us? He says knowingly.
Yeah, you're going to be very proud of me. I enrolled in manicure school, and I worked very hard, and when it came time for me to take the final exam, I nailed it.
No. Jerry Seinfeld over here.
From around the corner and down the block.
Richard, as always, thanks, and we'll see you next week.
Great talking. God bless you.
Have a good week.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Richard.
All right, guys, when we get back, Rick from the CRPA, because Sacramento's on vacation, is also on vacation.
Good for him.
So it's phone calls time. Quick, what's that number?
866-870-5752. Once again, that's 866-870-5752.
And once from a legend.
866-870-5752. Again, that's 866-870-5752. And I love the ladies to call in.
We do too, Leon. All right. Give us a call. You're listening to Gunslingers Radio on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be right back.
On file. Wonder if his favorite team is the Clippers.
Huh?
I wonder if his favorite basketball team is the Clippers.
I think he's got a whole bunch on a Rolodex, and he just wings it, and whatever comes up, comes up.
Dartboard.
Yeah.
Rob had drinks with these guys. A wonderful, best show I have been to. So he's talking about the antique firearms show. Mm-hmm. That was a nice night.
It was.
It was a nice night, Rob.
It was a really nice night. Mark over there on Rumble wants to know our opinions on the FN57.
Well, I love it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I'll toss it out to the guys. Personally, I dig it.
I've got 2 pistols and a rifle.
And you talking? Have you had a chance to try the Ruger 5.7?
I have not.
The Ruger 5.7 is really good.
Is it?
Better pistol than the FN.
Ooh. Sugar pie, honey bunch. You know that I love you. Everybody. I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. What a great song.
Ooh,
what
man.
a great song.
It's heart and soul, right?
Yep,
That's
absolutely.
one of those songs that makes me think I can dance. And it's either that or 6 beers.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
it's
see,
a combination.
we that's really why we were musicians.
Honestly,
because you know, you got to pick up girls dancing or singing.
The dancing was not happening.
Yeah, we were born with 2 left feet between the 2 of us.
I can't say.
Actually, I think
I
that's
can't
correct.
say
Anyway,
if
yeah.
I am or not a dancer.
My daughter used to kid me and say, Dad, anytime you want to cut the bad white man dancing video, she says, I will hold the camera.
You've got your camera crew.
All right. Hey, you know what, guys? This is a live show.
Live
We
show.
do not have Rick from the CRPA tonight, so that means that we got time to for phone calls. So what's that number?
You guys, call in. The number is 866-870-5752. Again, that's 866-870-5752.
All right. So I went shooting yesterday.
Yes.
I went up to the Cajon Cowboys and shot a fantastic match. 6 stages over 3 bays. That means that we doubled up on each one and had a real good time. I got out of there. We started about 9:05 and I left early because it's payday Saturday. I got to get
Here you guys.
to the shop.
Always care for the livestock first.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure they'll be quite pleased to be called livestock. By the way,
I was born and raised on a ranch. Can you tell?
yeah, a little bit. But so I got out of there a little bit early, but I was out of there by a little before noon.
That's a pleasant half day.
Yeah. And the weather cooperated. It was nice. I'm trying to remember if we got raindrops at all, because I got some at home today.
Just for about an hour or so,
yeah,
right? And just a little.
My Helms truck, the 1960, has been having issues. I brought up that when Leon was on with us last time about the gas tank. So what we did, we popped the carburetor off because it's an Edelbrock, and had it rebuilt, and had it flushed out because it had some real nasty tar stuff in there. Yeah, so had it rebuilt. Put 2 new fuel filters, inline fuel filters, in the fuel line, and she started up. I backed it out because it hasn't been out of the garage in about a year and a half, 2 years. So I backed it out, drove it up the driveway, parked it, started washing it. I called Jeffrey out and had him do his.
He's a pro.
Had him do his car wash dance, working at the car wash. And he was out there washing the car. And that's when it started raining.
Of course.
So was it the war dance? Was it the effrontery of washing the car on a warm summer day that made it rain?
I mean, come on. And the worst part, now, in that same garage is my pearl white, no less, 1958 Impala. So I backed that out to pull the Helms truck out, and I just parked it down by the riding arena and, pulled up to the house with the Helms truck so we could wash it. And now, with the fine mist of Norco on the Impala with the pearl white paint job.
Not anymore.
Because now it's got about 200 little drops all over. It's like,
it's a Dalmatian now.
I mean, come on. What are the odds? It really didn't hurt the one because it was wet anyway. But my poor Impala looks like
a little cow
spot.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's get to Mark in Woodland Hills. What's going on, Mark?
Hey, evening, Mark.
Hey, good evening, Patriots. I find a couple of personal notes here. Number one, I finally found a bicycle concealed carry bag for Florida. A company called Craft Holsters. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them.
Mm-mm. Is that with a C or a K?
With a C, sir.
Thank you.
And, I spent, since the last show, I spent Tuesday cycling back and forth on between Malibu and Marina Del Rey. And, it's just so sad to see that beautiful city, Santa Monica, continuing to decline with, homeless drug addicts everywhere, thanks to the city's social support magnets. But at least there is some benefit to it. It still had a lot of good-looking ladies with micro bikinis.
Hey.
And so when I'm asked if in my 70s I still gaze at attractive women, I say yes. I just don't remember why.
Well, there's that.
Well, our county obviously has political leaders and voters that don't believe our sales tax was high enough. So 9.75 was too low. We need half a point more. Yeah, we need 10.25 as a sales tax.
Right.
I'm sure that would impact your business as well. And
oh yeah.
I mean, we have to fund the county's infrastructure of grift and lifetime donations to these lefty NGOs that have just totally made the problem even worse.
And leering centers, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, let's about guns. Let's discuss something and disabuse the public from that common myth perpetrated by gun grabbers, media, Congress. 2/3 of the gun deaths are from suicide. 90% of the gun crimes are with handguns, not scary-looking so-called assault rifles with pistol grips, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Rifles are responsible for 3 to 4% of the homicides. And in America, a person is killed 4 times as often from a stabbing than any kind of rifle. Firearms protect lives as much as 2 million times a year. Most of the time, just brandishing the weapon stops the confrontation or the robber or whatever. Yet far left wants you to disarm but not for community safety. It's to weaken the rights afforded to us under our constitutional
Absolutely.
Provisions. And when we ignore that effort of theirs, it leads to losing those Second Amendment rights.
Yep.
Vote, folks. You gotta vote. I hate to sound like a broken record, but you know what? That's the realm in which our lives are decided.
Well, Mark, it's like I say all the time at the shop. Every gun law ever written has been so that the regular person can't own a firearm because
But don't break laws.
Yeah, criminals don't follow law to begin with. That's why they are criminals. So if they are trying to disarm us, what are they up to?
Yep, criminalize the civilian and pretty much.
Yeah, they want us completely and 100%.
Docile, passive, subservient.
Subservient to them. Everything is we have a problem. We'll call the government. This we'll call the government. Oh, we don't have any food. We'll call the government. But eventually, the government stops answering.
Yep.
Well, the so-called Democratic Socialists of America, they're really just social democrats like they have in Europe, but even worse.
Yeah.
Those are social programs for social support programs like in Sweden. It's not a socialist country. It doesn't have a command economy. But when we have so-called Democratic Socialists of America, they just came out with a new agenda, by the way, and it's even more radical than before.
Yeah.
If you don't vote, they will vote in your stead.
Oh, yeah. Let's. We know what's best for you.
Isn't that awful nice of them?
Hey, Mark. Before you go, I want to know what type of holster did you get from Kraft? I see that they specify into like leather holsters and all that. Did you get small?
No. They have the triangular pouches that you might see on any normal bike. If you're out on the bike path, you'll see maybe 10% of the people have these or more. And usually it's just to put your wallet and your car keys in, that sort of thing. I may have to have it altered somewhat because it's a little bit more restrictive on the pull. Once you get it done, I'm going to have it altered so that it actually has Velcros, so I can just do a quick rip down and then pull out.
Well, I was going to ask you too. How is it to ride with one? Because I walk all the time and I carry one on me when I'm walking. But when I bought a bike and I'm ready to go. But I don't know where to put it, number one. And number two, Norco is so scary with the way people drive now. Our speed limit for the most part is 25, and people go on the average 45 everywhere.
What you're looking for is irrelevant then.
What's that?
One of the best exercises are out there. I hate to sound like some sort of extremist, but cycling is one of the safest if you know how to do it. And I've been hit twice since 2011.
Jeez,
you're selling me on safe.
Yeah.
Hell, I've been hit twice.
But
walking.
Norco doesn't really have any gun pass not gun pass, bike pass.
No.
Hey, you know where my head's at, right? No, but down by the river, they have some. I would get a gravel bike if I were you.
I don't know.
I'm on those carbon fiber bikes with an electronic transmission.
Well, and the other thing,
and I have three of them.
There you go. I refuse to wear a helmet on a bicycle. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Well, good on you, and I totally respect that. It's not in my DNA.
That's how you grew up.
Yeah, all those.
Strapping something like that on me is just so uncomfortable, and I'm out there pumping, so it's really a restrictive. It would be a restrictive thing for me. I don't even wear a ring or a watch, or any of that sort of thing. I don't like it,
Yeah,
very much so. You got me right there. You defined it. Yeah. But it is one of the best. I went to my heart doctor. I had something done at 70, and they told me I have the heart of a healthy man, 60 years old. So, watch how you live your life. Don't be smoking. Don't be drinking too much. And just eat right, and you'll be okay.
I'm screwed. All right, Mark. Thanks as always.
Hey,
we'll
God
talk to you again.
Mark. Great hearing from you.
All right, brothers. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Take care.
That's he's right about the bikes. There's no impact, and I know you're going through the plantar fasciitis.
Oh man, it's killing.
So actually, the arch of your foot will be on the pedal. It'll actually help you out a little bit.
I know. That's why I got the bike
support.
And I'm all set to do it, but It scares the piss out of me. Can you say that?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
It's frightening.
It scares the heck out of me because these people, I'm not kidding you, they go by, and this is Horsetown, USA. Okay. I put on a thing the other, somebody was complaining on Facebook about it on the Norco page. And, I said, why don't we just put speed bumps in? And, oh my, you thought I'd have just said, let's kill all firstborn male children.
Sacrifice your life.
Yeah, I drive with a trailer and it's terrible on the horses. Well, you know what? Slow down.
So
Go even
it's hitting the
slower.
horses.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point is we're tending to horses. But you know what? Let's tend to our phone. What's that number?
Come on, guys. 866-870-5752. Again, that's 866-870-5752.
You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And when we get back, hopefully, more phone calls.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a good tune.
Yeah, it is.
Wasn't he all over the hotel last time we were there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then right in the middle of it, I think he had to cancel.
Health?
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be getting on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The big C, yeah,
The
I
big C,
remember.
yeah. Hey, look at that.
Look at that doll.
I don't have that car anymore because it looks way better than that.
It's not the same car.
Not hardly.
Oh, it's pretty cool. This Craft holsters. I went on their site, and they got a nice.
And they feature a line of bicycle holsters.
Well, a bicycle holster,
That is a short line.
Short line, very short line. But
It did say bicycle holsters, and then there's one.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, minimal.
I think they go in the crook of the frame, right under the seat.
They do. They actually have a bit of a washer, I guess, to put the pole within, and the clamps in right ahead of the. Oh, that was actually pretty cool. So yeah, right underneath the handlebar. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That ain't crazy.
Absolutely not.
I have more problems with barking dogs on the bike than I do walking.
I talked to my doctor Friday. He called me, Kaiser. So they instead of having you come in, my foot doctor called me on Friday, and he says, well, middle of August, come in and we'll give you another cortisone shot. It's like, I don't want any more cortisone shots.
We're gonna like you to fix it.
Well, it's putting a Band-Aid on the Titanic. I mean,
of course.
Let's just get to what's wrong with it and fix that. And he's like, well, that's not how Kaiser works. They drag it out and drag it on for as long as they can. Mm-hmm. Now they want me to go to physical therapy. So physical therapy calls me and they go, okay, we've got you set up in Riverside. Oh, I see you live in Norco. Would you like somewhere closer? Okay, sure,
Not
that would be
much.
great. Yeah, closer is always better for me. And so they finally, 3 weeks it took them. We finally got the papers to get started. It's in Lake Elsinore.
Oh, way closer. Way closer. Norco, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I see. Norco to Riverside is like 12 minutes street. Norco to Elsinore is like 45 minutes on the freeway if there's no traffic. Yeah, you kind of missed the part about being closer.
Where's closer? What part of Norco do they think you are?
I don't know. Anyway, so I ratted them out to my doctor, and he said he would try and figure that out, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So Kirk over there said that cortisone does damage over time. So just so you know.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I told him. It's like putting sandpaper in your veins. I don't want that. So.
Have you done the tennis ball, baseball thing?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the a roller ball that you can just put on there and roll, and it's very, it helps, but not for very long. After I'm, Kathy will do it for me, and she does it for about half an hour.
Wow.
And then I'll get up, and then I'll take like 5 steps, pain free, and then 6th step is like, nope, that was enough of that.
Hey, you remember me?
Yeah. So.
Hey there, I see Old Bark's on, Jake Reno, and hey,
Jake.
Sadie, great to hear from you from the great state of Georgia. Ricky Riley, great to have you in, brother. Great to have you in. Concerned back on YouTube. Love you guys. Thank you guys for all joining us. If you're new,
This is literally all over the map here, all over the United States.
if
See the shining sea?
Yeah.
If you're new to the show, let us know that you're catching us and you're watching us and where you're watching us from.
Oh, so I fell in love with you, heart and soul. The way you move me to fly. Yeah. I love that part. Tight. Held me tight.
Held me tight.
Held me tight.
Held me tight.
Held me tight.
Held me tight.
I told a kiss there in the night. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
I love that version of that song. There's lots of them, but that's the best one, in my opinion, anyway.
We have another. We just told them during the break that if you're new to the show, if you're just chiming in, let us know. We have a viewer from Michigan, Mr. David Green. So look at that. Growing. Thanks for joining us, Dave.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So I had good news yesterday. I went shooting, like I said, up to Cajon Cowboys. Shot okay, but on my way home, I got a text from the one and only Doc Noper.
Hello.
About your rig.
And my rig is almost ready.
Almost.
Yeah, he said.
Now he's just teasing you.
Yeah, he said it should be done by the end of the week.
Oh, that is very cool. Then you'll have practice time before EOT.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, plenty of.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I ordered two left-handers, a standard left-handed draw and a left-handed cross draw. But just because it's me, I ordered a right-hand standard draw also.
So you can still, if you want.
Yeah, so if I want to go back to the right left-hand thing, I can do that. And I'm real excited because Roger, photo shooter, let me look at his for quite a while. And there is some really innovative stuff on this. Ooh. With this holster, when you pull it, a holster, because of the backing, when you go to pull it, it tends to lift a little bit. Mm-hmm. But they've got a little dealie on the back sides. It holds it into place. It don't move.
Ooh.
Yeah, so very cool stuff. And
he is also a top shooter, cursedly in my category. But he is a top shooter, and the guy knows what to do to make it run.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. From Mernicles, because I had plenty of leather over the years because, I've gone up and down in weight. So I've got, 3 or 4 different rigs that I've been able to use, and that's what Kathy's is using. And I didn't really have much for shotgun, so she's kind of using just this, thrown together thing. But Mernicle had a real nice one, so I ordered one from them, and that should be coming in anytime.
That is what I use, and those are really good rigs.
Yeah, so good stuff, and real excited. And we'll talk about Cajon shooting a little bit later. Today was the, of course, world famous Double R bar shoot, but I couldn't go because our little grandbaby had her first birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she turned 1 on Friday, and they had the birthday today.
And you were in the right place.
Mm-hmm. And so that was, she really wanted to go shooting, but it's like, come on. And the hook is set. She's really,
that's exciting.
Yeah, she's dry firing, and she's really enjoying it. Her first stage yesterday, her goal is to try and stay in the 30s. Her first stage yesterday was 38 seconds. So she was all excited about that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So, cut it down from in the 50s down to 38. She had 1 or 2 not so great stages, but, so did I.
That's all right.
So, yeah, that's why it's called a practice match.
Yep.
All right, let's get to Todd in L.A. Todd, what can we do for you, sir?
Evening, Todd.
Hello there, gentlemen. Mark Romano, it's your friend Todd Roberts from Los Angeles, California.
Oh, we got a hitter on the line. How you doing, Todd?
I'm good, gentlemen. So I can go to gun stores, and I go to yours, Mark, and ask you questions, but this is the one, shall I say, objective place I can go and ask a gun question and not feel uncomfortable. The Mike Millikick, the Mike, I apologize, I never can pronounce his name right. Mike Millick.
Jerry Michelik?
A champion, yes, profile shooter. Is his 45 ACP Smith revolver worth the extra money compared to just the regular standard original ACP revolver from Smith?
That's a model 625, I believe.
And it is a 625.
Yeah.
And it's the Pro Shop model.
Yeah,
with the
versus-
real round grip.
Well, you know what, Todd? You're talking to a guy that literally owns both. I actually have a standard 625 that, believe it or not, I used to carry at the shop for a couple of years. I carried a standard 625. I stopped because I couldn't keep my belt couldn't.
Yeah, I was going to
yeah.
say that's a pretty good size shooter.
Yeah, it's a big hunk of metal, and I couldn't keep my pants up, so I stopped using it.
That is a daunting hole in the front, though.
Which is why I used it, because in the beginning I was my only employee for a couple of years, so I used that then. How much difference is it in price now? Because it's been a while since I bought either.
Well, when I first got introduced to it so many years ago, they were like $500 or $600.
A little more than that.
Found a used. I found a used Smith, original Smith, for about $800. The last time I saw a version by Mike, which are all black matte, they were somewhere $1,050 to $1,100. But it's been several years since I saw them.
If it's a couple of $100, I would absolutely go with the Jerry Michelik, because those guns out of the precision shop,
performance shop,
performance shop,
center.
yeah, Smith & Wesson, they are just fantastic. I've got one of those guns in 9mm, 357, and 45, and they all shoot just.
They're all a cut above.
Yeah, they are just fantastic.
Wow.
So yeah, if you can find one, get it.
How about that?
Well, that's very cool. I appreciate it. And just as a side note, talking about the LA City Council or government in general, you might remember a great hot dog place in the valley on Ventura Boulevard near the 405 freeway called the Wiener Factory. And the Wiener Factory didn't have any art on the walls. It had sayings written on the walls. And my favorite one was, "Don't steal. The LA City Council hates competition."
Oh, that's good.
They're doing it on an industrial scale, though.
Yeah.
That's good, Todd.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, with leering centers.
Right.
Yeah.
Get the JM, bud.
Yeah.
And let's go shooting.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You
yeah,
bet.
no, I'm going to reach out to you, buddy. I'll be in touch very soon.
Very
Sounds good, Todd. Later.
We'll talk to you. Take care now.
God
Bye-bye.
bless you, Todd. Be safe.
Yeah, you know
He
those.
hosts a show himself. Why do I say it?
What's that?
He hosts a show himself, and he's deep into Hollywood history and Hollywood lore.
Oh, very
Todd.
cool. Well, hell's bells, you should have said something. We could have talked all kinds of Hollywood westerns.
That would be right over the plate for him, Todd. So at some point, pick up the phone again and give us a call back.
Yeah,
'Cause
give us a call another
Jeff
time.
is also very knowledgeable about that
A
stuff.
little bit. I am.
And you have half the stuff, including, didn't you have Gene Hackman's rig from?
Still do. It's in the September 19th auction. Yeah, we have Gene Hackman's both firearms and the belt with with holsters from the movie The Quick and the Dead.
Yep.
And yeah, really cool. They're Ubertis, of course, but they're fully engraved. Absolutely gorgeous guns. They've got I think they're dragon grips. Really, really cool stuff.
And with the rig and all. So, I mean, you get the whole experience of what he had in the movie.
Yeah, the rig is beautiful. It's all in black. There's only one drawback as far as being a SAS kind of rig is they are riveted into place.
And they're in the wrong place for what we do.
For what we do, yeah. But so,
Still.
well, if you remember him in that movie, he always wore a long jacket and he had those holsters up a mite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for that, I'm sure they were just fine, but for us, it wouldn't work out.
And if anyone's kind of questioning, well, what do you mean it's not SAS kind of valid and all that? Go find a new shooters clinic. I did the one at the last.
Yeah,
That's
you
right,
did.
at the Rockies.
And you can learn so much and see what's acquired and required for the shoot and all that, and see how you can dress yourself up nice and
You had a good
legal.
time.
Hey, it was fantastic. I can't wait to go go back. We get talking about EOT coming up in the next year. I was like, maybe I should come back again, and especially 'cause it should be the last one there. So.
Yeah.
Oh man!
So let's go ahead and put that in the books. Let's pencil that in and make sure we're all there once again.
Man, the Three Amigos. That would be epic cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and for those of now, you guys wondering what's going on with End of Trail, the World Championship, they're not shutting down that match. What they're doing is they're moving that to Oklahoma, and they're bringing back the national championship. So they're changing the national and the World Championship locations. So this is the last year that the World Championship will be in Arizona, and the following year it'll be a national championship. And I may go to that. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. There's a couple of matches coming up. I did talk to our friend Mexican Rob about Yuma.
The Yuma, yeah.
Because
Yuma territorial breakout.
Yeah, not so much about that, but I was explaining to him about the shotgun that the Cajon Cowboys are going to be having for the California State Championship next year. It's a full race-ready, straight from shotgun boogie.
Nicest kid money can buy.
Yeah, 12-gauge SKB, beautiful gun, and it's the 200E, so it's the one with the fully engraved receiver. Absolutely gorgeous gun. It's going to be a gift to whoever gets pulled on Sunday. So this is not a raffle. This is not an auction. This is a gift to a shooter.
A very lucky shooter.
Yeah. The only one drawback is you have to be there and you have to do paperwork. We're not going to just hand it to you and off you go. You got to do paperwork.
So it's all legal, but any registered shooter can win this.
Yes, any registered shooter can win this. And that's what Mexican Rob said. Well, is this a raffle or what is this? I go, nope, this is a straight out gift.
You show up, you got a shot.
Yeah. So, and the whole point of this is to get more people this year to the California State next year, I should say.
What a wonderful incentive.
So that should be a lot of fun, and it's a beautiful gun. Can't wait for you guys to start seeing it. We'll start bringing it out to matches here pretty soon.
Cool.
Because I got it back from Boogie already, so she is ready to rock and roll.
Well, come on.
All right, guys, this is a quick break, so give us a call. What's the number?
866-870-5752. Again, that's 866-870-5752.
All right, when we get back, here's more phone calls. You're listening to Gunslingers Radio on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be right back.
Come on.
You hear, I know your deepest secret fear. I'm a spy. I got a call from a guy Thursday listening to the show. He was a long-time purchaser from Little John's, and he's going to come up with somewhere between 50 and 100 guns next week for December.
You still have a bunch lined up that are supposed to be coming in.
Yeah.
So, December!
Yeah, that 800 gun collection is still
in the wind.
Yeah, it's still it's still very attainable. We just gotta get it going.
That's
GunslingerAuctions.com. Oh, that was a nice little bass run. And
that is a good band.
That was a great song.
Man.
A little bit more and then we'll get back into it. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
All right, let's get out to Ace and Pear Blossom. Ace, what can we do for you?
Evening, Ace.
Well, before I get to my subject, which is big, scary guns are best, I wanted to blurt out for that last caller that I was the art buyer for the Wiener Factory.
Wow.
I used to go to thrift stores and buy the absolute worst paintings ever and trade them for hot dogs.
Look at that.
You know, as a licensed private detective for over 50 years, did a lot of security work, and I've carried a lot of different pistols. And little pocket pistols are fine for taking out the trash and stuff like that, where you're probably not going to need one and you want to have something in your pocket. And I've drawn down on a lot of crooks, and the big scary guns are best if you don't want to have to shoot them. I've never had to shoot anybody. They usually split when I pull out a gun. And one of the scariest guns I had was I think it was a J4 Bushmaster. It was the one they put under ejection seats. They had a banana clip. But it misfired a bunch of times. So then I went to a Model 29 for years with a 6.5-inch barrel, and
That's
that was
intimidating.
scary. And finally, my pistol now is an AMT long slide hardballer with crimson trace green laser grips on it with the ambidextrous safety and all this stuff. And it's a lot better than the 29, and it's still big and scary, and it prints. And
Oh, yeah.
That's the Terminator gun.
yeah.
Well, and I agree with you, Ace. That's why I carried that 625, because I was in there alone. And so I would carry the 625 out and open. And of all things, I used to have a Charter Arms Bulldog 44 Special.
Another big hole.
That I carried in reserve.
That's, you know what, Charter Arms has gone through their ups and downs, but the one gun that seemed to always work and be a real worthwhile effort was that Bulldog.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I had one. I had a 5-shot Bulldog, and I really liked it. But it was early in my career, and then the concealed weapon thing, you gotta be able to get it out. And usually in the car, I keep the big pistol in a rug, so I can just reach in and get it. They're not much good in a holster. You got to have it out and in your hand, ready to go.
Agreed. Yeah, I agree with you there. So basically what he's saying, big guns are best for that kind of situation, and I agree 100%.
When a firearm is pointed at you, and I don't know if any scientific research has been done, but I've seen it take place. If it is pointed at you, the end of the muzzle, the barrel itself, appears to grow, and as it sweeps towards you, it looks like it's a freaking railway tunnel.
Yeah.
And so the bigger you have, the more impressive the size of the railway tunnel.
Well, and don't forget,
You don't want them to think you're holding a cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
And there's 2 different occasions with those Chief Special. My friend Andy was running guards in South Central, and he came out of the liquor store, and he had one of those little Chief Specials, and a white guy robber, had a 22 target pistol. They shot each other, and he got killed with the 38. He shot the guy with the 38 Special. The other guy made it to the hospital and lived.
Wow.
So, they're cute little guns, but I'd prefer a 22. The pocket pistol that I loved the best was a Walther TPH in 22 long rifle. It holds a bunch of rounds, and I could actually hit something with it.
Agreed. Yeah, I actually have a PVH.
That's a pretty rare gun.
What was that revolver? During COVID, Smith & Wesson has a very small revolver in 22 mag.
Yes.
The Thunderstruck?
No, Thunderstruck is its own comical device.
I remember. That was funny.
Yeah,
but yes, they do. One of my students uses one.
Oh, man. That's a lot of bark in a itty bitty.
In a little tiny lightweight package because it's built on an airway.
Yeah, I really like that one, but every time we got one in, boom, they were gone.
Yeah.
So, of course, that was COVID, so
everything was gone.
Yeah, I mean,
The American Arms had one too, right?
That was, I think, Connecticut Arms that had that goofy 4-barreled thing and two in off at a time or something.
There was some real specific 22 mags that came out during that time.
Yeah, most of them weren't real good, but anyway.
I like those Winchester silver tips.
Mm-hmm.
They're like shooting hot lead. I shot a raccoon once not long ago, and it literally blew it all over the side of the cement culvert. I mean, it just absolutely tore it up. And I'd shot raccoons out of a tree with the Model 29 and had to shoot them a bunch more times when they fell out of the tree.
Ooh.
So that 45 with the silver tips it's a huge hollow point with soft lead. I really like them.
Yeah, it's a good round. All right, Ace, thanks for the call, and we'll talk to you again.
Great hearing you, Ace.
All right, bye.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
God bless.
Yeah,
Keep pumping out the lead.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some couple of curled up toes when people are talking about shooting raccoons.
Yep.
Raccoons are cute. but they're vicious.
That is about the meanest animal I have ever seen, and I've dealt with lions.
Well,
I'm not kidding.
Well, and believe it or not, I had a raccoon as a pet once.
Hey.
Yeah, called Roxy because it was a female.
Roxy
and
Raccoon.
Roxy Raccoon, and I got her before her eyes opened. So when her eyes opened, I was the
She
first
printed on
thing she
you?
saw, and I was her mom. And I think you said this one on the show before, but I had a gig one night, and I didn't get home till like 2:30 in the morning. And I got home, front door, screen door's closed, but front door's wide open, TV's on, all the lights are on. It looked like about 6:30 at night. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I walk into the house, and Roxy had chased everybody into one of the bedrooms and would not let them out. She's, I walk in, she's like, oh, hi, Mom. And she came right up to me, and, because she thought I was her mom because I fed her, and she just loved on me, and everything was cool. And
everybody else?
About 10 minutes later, I got the either she's gone or we're gone.
Oh, yeah, because they're smart and they're vicious at the same time. That's a terrible combination in an animal.
Yeah, so, Roxy ended up, I had a good friend, Jeff, whose brother-in-law was a forest ranger. And so,
Oh, that's
Really?
yeah, they came and got her and took her up, and she stuck around for a while, and then she had a litter, and she off into the woods she went. So that was a story on Roxy Raccoon.
Roxy Raccoon.
Brief but brilliant.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to throw something out here for our online listeners. Thank you for playing along. Eric says, can't go wrong with the single action in 45 Colt.
Yeah.
Which is, and he makes a good point. Honestly, the reload is the thing that's going to slow you down. But given the amount of time that you put in perfecting your skills with a single action for home defense or something like that, would you feel undergunned?
Not in the slightest.
No. Right?
The only thing I would be worried about is that I got some of my cowboy action ammo in it by accident, and then, having to leave welts on people.
It's got a different punch in there, huh?
Well, yeah, as opposed to some stout, factory ammo. Because let's face it, most guys, especially the guys that shoot 45s, you give me 60 feet 6 inches and a bat, and I can hit most of those back. How many times have you been standing behind a guy timing him,
and you watch him?
You can see him coming out of the rifle. Yes,
arcing.
Yeah, they're literally dropping 2 inches at the 12 yards or whatever that the target's out there at. And so
Not me. When I shoot wild bunch, I have manly burly loads.
Boom, boom, boom. And speaking of maybe some slower loads and all that, Patcham over there on Facebook says there's a Cowboy Fast Draw event coming up, World's Fastest Gun Alive in Phelan, Nevada, 7/16. So, I mean, this month, folks, just a few days away. Go join him out there. It's a fun thing. I wish I could see him.
I got so much coming up this week. I told you guys last week, I got invited to Skywalker Ranch on, I think, the 22nd.
Yes.
To go, they're doing some kind of an American graffiti thing, and they want my 55 and my 51 Merc.
Cool is that?
So cool.
But my trailer only holds one car, and it's on a Wednesday. So that means I got to leave on a Tuesday to get there for the Wednesday thing, and then obviously not coming home on Wednesday because it's up north of Frisco, I believe, and so that's at least 8-hour drive. Pulling a trailer, probably going to be 10 hours, and
it's a day
still,
unto itself.
What a great opportunity!
Absolutely, and really cool to be invited to. I'll be with what's called Team American Graffiti, and it's some guys that have been around for a long time.
How cool!
And you're on the team, baby.
And I'm on the team. Yeah, me, my buddy Sean up in Oregon, and Ken, who's been the president of this thing for a long time. If you've ever seen American Graffiti, when Toad gets in the accident, he tries to drag race the guy, and the left turn lane thing comes on the green light, and he thinks that's the green light, and he goes and he has to back up. He leaves it in reverse, and then when the green light comes on, he goes backwards and he hits a car. Well, after he pulls off from that, he parks in front of a Jerry's Cherries, I think is the name, and a guy's sitting in this huge rocking chair. I mean, it's like 6 feet in the air, this silly chair. Ken's got that.
Oh, okay.
So he's got that. He's got the Vespa, and he's got a 58 Impala. So, really cool stuff. And so they'll have a 32 Ford. If I go, the 55 Chevy, the 58 Impala, and I think they've got a guy with a Merc.
Is he bringing the chair?
Yeah, yeah. The chair is a thing, and I'm dying to see that.
You better take a picture next to
I
the
want to
damn
see.
thing.
Well, there's some. Yeah, there's my American graffiti cars. How do you transport that thing?
Right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, how is he getting in there? And how?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you know what? We're coming up on a break. Todd has called back, so when we get back, Todd, we'll get to you when we get back from the break. I'm sure he's probably going to talk about movies.
We also had a question. Right eye dominant, had eye surgery, and now have a slight vision problem in the right eye. Is it possible to retrain, become left eye dominant shooter? And the answer is abso-freaking-lutely yes. I do it all the time. You taught yourself to be right eye dominant.
You can teach
yourself to be left eye dominant.
You can, and one other little trick, when you do that, tilt the gun a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just
Recenter.
yeah, because when I was doing it,
because your body's going to be so used to coming up on this side.
Left hand strong up, but this one always tilted over just a little bit, and
tough to argue with success.
Well, yeah, I've won world championships doing it, so there's that. All right, when we get back, well, you know what? Quick, what's the number, Jimmy?
Guys, 866-870-5752. Again, that's 866-870-5752.
You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
Give us a call, and we'll be back right after this.
Mark over there on Rumble put, Jimmy the Jet, is it true your favorite handgun is the Raven 24.5? Oh my gosh.
Ow.
Yes, it's my favorite. I love it. I see it all over.
Look at the raccoons.
Oh.
They are cute, man.
Somebody in that booth is working hard.
Yeah. Roxy's thing, of all things, she loved the Brady Bunch. I don't know why or what the deal was, but she loved, and so the kids, Jeff and Jimmy, were little guys when I had her, and so they'd be watching TBS, and here comes dum ba dum ba dum bum 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 bum, and I hear this
right there.
Yeah, and she'd run right up my leg, right up my arm, and sit on my head.
My show's
they
on.
like to be up in the air, and she'd sit on my head and stare at the TV when the Brady Bunch was on.
My show's on. Don't
No
bother
other
me.
show, no other show would she do that with. Run, Jimmy, run!
Life insurance or real estate.
Life insurance can go directly to your children because it's tax-free. And real estate goes directly to your children and should be in a living trust so that you can large probate fees.
My mind is blown in 60 seconds. You know this stuff, Arif. That's why Sue and I are your clients, and we are, folks. I urge you to let Arif Halaby, CEO of PFS Financial Insurance Services, call 888-99-RETIRE, 888-99-RETIRE, 888-99-RETIRE.
Town Hall 2026 Conservative Forum, sponsored by Randy Bull Group.
Your tickets are available right now for the
Wow, that's an hour?
Yeah.
Slow down, time.
We're screwed. As you get towards the bottom of the drain, it seems like you're going faster. I mean, God, can you believe how quick this year has gone by? We're already over
We're half through.
We're over half.
I haven't moved into my apartment yet. I really legitimately have not unpacked my boxes yet.
Sheesh. Crazy, man. Oh, we're up to 4 phone calls now.
Well, thank all of you for stepping up to the plate, metaphorically speaking. Speaking of stepping up to the plate, All-Star break. You ready?
Thank God, because the Dodgers stink right now. Ugh.
Everybody's going to have their ups and downs.
Yeah.
But I couldn't help but notice that they had a 14-game lead at one point, and it seems to be slowly eroding. Now, I don't think anybody in the West is going to catch them.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's what I always say, the La-D Dodgers, They seem no killer instinct, no.
You know what? And it almost feels like they're playing this way with the teams with these lower win-to-loss ratios and stuff. It's like it just feels like, come on.
Sheehan has become a pattern. He throws 5 innings real well, and then he falls apart in that 6th inning. So why did he pitch the 6th inning today? And what happened? Oh, yeah, he gave up 4 runs.
Jeez. And it was like practically the same. We had the same score almost the last 2 games before that. It was like 9-2 and 9-3. It's like, what is going on? We always, you know what, one thing, we always go into a bit of a skid right before the All-Stars.
Yeah, and, again,
That's dangerous because those games count too.
Yeah, and this can't happen to any team, but like I was talking a couple of weeks ago about the Sparky Anderson thing, this
That's
all
such a
starts
great
at the
show.
top. Yeah, I mean, it's a game, sure is, but you know what? It's a professional game. Be professional, be tough, be ruthless.
Every time.
And your job is to win. Could you imagine, as expensive as it is to go to a game and to enjoy it with a dog and a soda or beer or whatever, you're just an average Joe, and you saved up for months and months, and you take your son.
You have to now.
Yeah, you take your son to go see a Dodger game, and you're both so excited, and you got your soda and you got your dog, and you just watch your team get annihilated.
To a
By
under
a team
500
that's 14
team.
games behind you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm walking away from that going, I could have just stayed home, and put up with all this and pay all that money, and that's what I mean by it's professional. You gotta do better than that.
A game every day, right?
That's why, we gave him the day off. It's like, hey, you know what? Go roof for 6 months straight, and then tell me about a day off.
Honestly.
You're playing baseball for 9 innings.
Cal Ripken, when he set the all-time Ironman record, said, people act like that's some big thing. Like a professional athlete in the prime of his life with the best health care, nutrition, and trainers on earth can't be expected to show up for frickin' work half the days of the year.
Yeah, and outside of catching, what
Which
is
is-
the toughest spot on that, is shortstop, and that's where he played almost that entire streak. He did end up at third base, but I don't think he went there till after the streak was already broken.
And guys, don't get us wrong. We only harp on the Dodgers because we love them so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
I bleed Dodger blue. believe me.
exactly.
Hey, are you excited about the upcoming Women's Professional Baseball League?
I'm interested.
First time
I bleed Dodger blue.
First time.
Watching.
First time since '53, I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I'll be intrigued. My niece Della, who was the all-star pitcher in high school and beyond, played in the friendship games last year. She got a call up. I think she not took the deal because she's moved on and stuff. But what? I'll give it a watch.
I got a niece right out of high school.
I don't know if I'm going to be using 8-foot rims.
Out of college, and hopefully she gets
like
a chance.
basketball.
Yeah.
300 or 280 foot. I don't know. I don't care. I'll give it a watch.
Yeah.
I'll give it a watch. I even like Savannah Bananas.
Oh,
It ain't exactly baseball, but I even like that.
Here we go. Dum 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 be doo be dum 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 be doo be dum wow 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 oh oh oh. Nothing like a good boogie song with a bass man. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
Ooh, that was some bass right there.
Give it
All
to
right.
ya.
You know what? He's been waiting patiently. Let's get back to Todd in L.A. Todd, thanks for waiting. What's going on?
Welcome back, Todd.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks. I heard Mark say that I should call back so we can talk about movies.
You have a little bit of a background in that. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got a little bit of a background. I have my own radio show podcast called Voices of the West, which is on every every Saturday at 4 p.m. I do it with my 2 partners out of Arizona, and they pipe me in through technology, and that show's been on. Next year will be 20 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I didn't start it, and I didn't start out with it, but our founder, Emil Franzi, the funny thing is Emil did the show by himself. Now it takes 3 guys to do the same show.
I know what that's like.
That most amazing coincidence to report.
Yeah. So, Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, a while back, we had Patrick Wayne on, and if I recall, he did your guys' show like 2 weeks before he did our show. So, yeah, I remember your show. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and we had Mark on our show.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Look at a Western man himself.
Yeah.
So let's talk about movies for a minute.
Okay, great. What do you want? Where do you want to go?
I was going to say,
where do you want to go?
You got to be a little bit more
You are,
refined.
I love a good rom-com. We were just watching Solo Mio. No, no, you have. You have some connections in the industry. You want to share?
Well, my dad was a film. My dad was an entrepreneur in the entertainment industry. He produced 11 films. He made a film called Monty Walsh with Lee Marvin and Jack Palance.
I know that movie.
He made with his partner. He made Gypsy Moss with Burt Lancaster and Gene Hackman. The Hot Rock with Robert Redford and George Siegel.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually
The Bank Shot with George C. Scott and Joanna Cassidy. He made Death Wish 1 and 2 with Charles Bronson. We stop after number 2. As he and I used to joke, 3, 4, and 5 were the family members you try not to invite over to holiday dinners.
That was they got picked up by, what was it, Golan Globus or somebody like that?
Something.
Well, they're the ones who made this. They came to my dad with the idea and his partner to make number 2. And I kept saying to my dad, "Are you sure about this?" And he would send me over there to pick stuff up or drop stuff off, and I walked in there, and it was just full of all the posters on the walls were all these C+, B- slasher pictures. And I said, "Are you sure these guys are?" He said, "Todd, don't worry. They'll never get it over the finish line." He was convinced that they would not get it there, but their tenacity was overwhelming. And obviously, by their catalog, they made a lot of movies.
Speaking of Death Wish, in the first one, isn't the handgun that Charles Bronson walked around? Isn't it a 32-20? Am I remembering that incorrect?
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah, and it was given to him by the actor Stuart Margolin,
who played Angel.
Who was
in
Angel on the Rockford Files.
Look at the pull on this guy. Jeez, Louise.
Dang.
And the crazy thing is that in that film, he has his own shoot. He's a wealthy land developer in Tucson. He has a shooting range in his basement.
Yep.
And it's decorated with all these Western movie posters.
Yeah.
And ever since I saw that film as a kid, and I've seen it many, many times, every time I see it again, I always say, yeah, I've got the movie posters and they're framed. I just don't have the shooting range yet, but someday I will.
That would be cool.
Did you by any chance see the the Eli Roth remake of Death with Bruce Willis?
I did not.
Well, they're all. I think they all fall short. And the reason my dad and I talked about it many times is that they fell short is because the victim or our hero is able to go back and exact his revenge on the people who did it to him. The poignancy of the novel Death Wish and the film was that he doesn't get to do it to the people who did it to him. He just goes out and becomes kind of the crusading, avenging angel for society in general.
Right.
And he's risking himself, his life and limb, people he doesn't know because he feels they've been wronged like he's being wronged. Mm-hmm. The interesting thing is in the novel, at the end of the book, the character goes over to his friend's house, and the friend's got the basketball game on or something, and he says, he just goes over he thinks he's coming over for a visit, and he goes in and he says, "Listen, I got to tell you this," and he dumps his whole bucket. And he tells him, I'm the vigilante killer. It's all me, and I've been doing all this. And he feels so much better. He's so relieved. He's gotten rid of all that out of him. And then the baseball game or whatever it is has an interruption. There's a news flash. vigilante killer kills again. So the lesson or the burden he has now, he got rid of one burden. The new burden is, oh my God, I've created a copycat monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen Citizen Vigilante yet? The new Armie Hammer film.
No, I haven't. I've seen some clips of it. I've read a little bit about it, but I'm a little bit, hesitant. I want to go see Young Washington. That's what I want to go see.
That is a must-see film. Must-see film.
Yeah.
It's like the spiritual stepchild of all the predecessors there.
Well.
Right. It's funny, last week you were talking about Spig Weeg, and how he wrote that film, Wings of Eagles,
yes.
which of course was his biography or autobiography, John Ford directed, but he did write another film, which is one of my favorite Ford films ever, one of my favorite war films ever, which is called They Were Expendable.
Oh, yeah.
With John Wayne and Robert Cummings, Ward Bond, and Donna Reed.
Yeah,
Woof.
Yeah, about the PT boats, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Beautiful film.
I agree. All right, well.
So, it was great talking with you guys. I appreciate it.
Really quick, Todd, have you ever had Kurt Russell on your show?
No, we haven't. I'd love to have him on.
So would we.
Kind of where I was going with this. I was just,
Who do you know?
in? I'd love to have him on. We have so much in common. He was a baseball player, as Mark and I.
Yeah.
So we would have a lot in common with him. But,
fun to talk about.
And I'm dying to ask him, why did he hold in the big shootout scene in the middle of the river? Why was he holding that shotgun like it had a pistol grip? It, to this day, drives me nuts. But.
So when you were talking about Gene Hackman in Quick and the Dead, that story about the coat, he wore that. He was wearing that. He felt very uncomfortable with the concept of wearing the coat open, and he had a lot of consternation about it. And the armorer on that film was Thel Reed, an old friend of mine who Mark knows, and he said, I don't know what to do here. He wouldn't open the coat, and he wouldn't take the coat off. He's always going to wear that coat. And Thel said, this is a very simple fix. We're going to have the coat taken in on the sides, so it's literally skin tight around you. And then we're going to put the belt over it, and then you're going to look dressed to the nines the whole time.
There you go.
Look at that. What a fix.
Yeah, it worked.
Got it across the finish line, right?
Because he looked great.
Well, I would say so. I still love that film a lot. There's a lot of older cowboy guys I know that don't like it for whatever reason, but I always say, listen, there were women who knew how to handle a gun very well, and if you don't believe it, just come out to a cowboy shoot with me. I'm a cowboy shooter as well.
No.
And I always say, come out to a cowboy shoot, and you might get a little embarrassed.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
I think all of us at one point or another, right?
All right, Todd, thanks for calling back, and we'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care.
Take you too. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Todd.
God bless you.
That's a good shout out for Spig Weed as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, Wings of Eagles is just a fantastic
And
movie.
They Were Expendables. That's a good. That's a crackerjack film. I did not know he wrote that. Todd is screwed into the game and knows like all these people because of his familial connections.
Oh, very cool.
Very cool.
All right,
Great
there's the
call.
music. That means we're going to a break. But quick, what's the number?
866-870-5752. Once again, that's 866-870-5752.
When we get back, Sean and Kavina and Patcham will get to your phone calls. I think we had a Richard that must have hung up. But call back. We'll get to you.
Come on.
You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And now you're listening to the Youngbloods.
Come on.
Wasn't Jesse Coulter in that?
Jesse Colin Young.
That was it.
I traded him an ES 175 for the 12-string electric guitar that he used on that.
Oh, no kidding.
He lived up in Northern California when I was in the band up there. Lovely fellow, by the way. And a very remarkable rock and roll voice. Okay, N-Base wants to know about breathing and trigger finger control to stay on target.
Oof.
That's a fun one. Now, how precise do we have to be?
Well, for cowboy shooting, you don't have to be very precise, and the targets are relatively close.
Long distance.
The breathing thing for cowboy action is important, but I don't stress it a whole ton because you're done in 20 seconds.
But if you're not done in 20 seconds,
then you better be breathing.
Then you should be breathing between guns. But if you're talking about precision shooting,
home turns to gold again. When a rain blows the clouds away. Well, my blue moon turns to gold again. You'll be back within my arms to say, everybody, huh?
you actually have the car that goes with this song.
At least. Well, yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers. You know, let's just get right out to the phones. Our friend Sean in Covina. What's going on, Sean?
Greetings to the three amigos of the 2A, and what a blessing it is when you're going to finally all shoot together. Thank the Lord.
That would be fun.
That'd be real great.
Look forward to that like Christmas.
Oh, yeah. So let's go to fun with guns. And, you know, past few times I've been putting you in the limbo of purgatory. This time I'm going to give you some better guns so you won't be in purgatory.
Yay.
We're going to go to World War I, and I'm going to bring out 3 guns, 2 of them Mauser types and 1. We're going to start with to choose from which one you might like to use. Let's go with the first one, the Dutch Mannlicher 1895. 6.5 in block clips, turn bolt, not a straight pull. That's one choice. The second one would be the Belgium Mauser in 1889. 89. Was it 7.65 with a single stack clip, 5 rounds. That's pretty good. U.S. made a few of those. And then probably the best one on the list will give you the Swedish 6.5.
Model 94?
Model 94.
96.
Oh, okay, the longer one.
I've been cheating and let you use the M38 too. Which one?
This one's
you like?
shockingly simple because you don't get a better gun than that Swiss.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, you got to work us a little harder than that because I'm with you on the Swiss.
Yeah, the Swedish Mauser in 6.5. It's a beautiful round. It hits really nice at long distance because of the way the
long for bore of the cartridge. They nailed it around the turn of the last century. We spent $1 billion and 150 years getting back to where they started.
Yeah, and the recoil is
modest.
Yeah, so it's not a shoulder buster, and it's Swiss, so it works just like a clock.
Like a Swiss watch.
Yeah. Swedish, yeah, sorry. Just a fantastic firearm. I actually own a couple, and I absolutely love them. The only thing I don't like is sometimes the ammo dries up, and it's a little hard to find, and I don't reload for it, so I have to buy factory, and sometimes you won't. It'll take a little while for it to
come around. Who's making it, like Privy Partisan or something like
PMC
that?
and, the PB. That one, PPC or whatever it is. There's a couple of different companies that make it, and I've got probably half a case of it stashed away, and I've got that 6.5 Swede in a 94, a 96, and a Krag style.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, it's a fantastic gun. Go ahead.
What about you, Sean?
Let's put. Oh, I'd go with the Swede too. Let's put the Swede against the pattern 1914 rifle, and that's the one in 303. That's the cousin to the 30-06 1917 Enfield. Join against the Swede. Which one would you prefer?
I'm still sticking with the Swede.
I think I would too. That rimmed cartridge is problematic. It's a good design, but better cartridge.
The P14 or pattern 14, America made a lot of those, and they are a good gun. Of course, the M17 is basically the same thing, but in 30-06, and that's the gun that Sergeant York used, not like the movie.
That's the one that was issued to his unit.
Yeah, but
his son says he used a Springfield.
Yeah, but I've read somewhere that he said he used an M17. So
that's a fun discussion. Anybody knows on that one. That would be a fun one to play with. I want to go out on the M17 though because that. I want to say I believe the toughest physical standard for a military unit anywhere is a group called the Polar. Oh my God, I'm losing it right now. The Danish military unit that patrols Greenland.
Oh.
Now, those guys, if you can imagine, Greenland is what, half the size of Africa?
Mm-hmm.
And there are 14 guys that patrol Greenland. I'm not making this up, and that means half of them are on and half of them are off. So there's 7 guys keeping Greenland safe right now from Russian. But their rifle, until very, very recently, was the pattern
P14.
Yeah,
Wow.
If you could believe that, that was their rifle until seriously a year or two ago, because they had to shoot polar bears.
Yeah, here's my thing. Okay, the P14 or the M17, they're a little bulky.
And they're a little kludgy to work,
yeah,
too.
they're kind of clunky, so I'm not a big fan. And
But they do work.
But my other thing is, I'm not a big fan of the 303 Brit.
That's the problem I was having with
the
it,
bullet.
too.
Yeah,
I just gave you some.
Yeah,
No one's gonna get it.
Yeah, they hurt when you shoot them, and I think they're actually a 308 diameter, and go figure the 308 is a 303 diameter.
Ooh.
But it just and that Swede is just slick. It works like a champ, and like I said, the 6.5 is a great round. So I'm still sticking with the Swede.
Okay, I'm going to give you 5 gold stars for the answer.
Nice.
I would like to ask a quick answer, real quick. I keep on your staccato. What trigger pull is that?
You mean how much is it?
Yeah. How much is the trigger pull on the staccato?
To be honest, I don't know. I haven't put it on any kind of a
They spec
You think
something.
it's about
like
3 pounds?
3 pounds.
Yeah, that would be about right. Yeah, it's very crisp and it's right there, so it shoots really well. We'll just put it that way. So,
And I wanted to put one ad on. I think 2 episodes back, someone was asking about police trade-in Glocks. Let me put in one point. Thing. Some police departments have the New York trigger. What is it, 17 pounds? So if you're getting a trade, and you got to find out. You got to make sure what trigger pull it has.
yeah. Well, luckily Glock is pretty easily changed out. So changing a trigger on a
God
Glock
help
is
the cops who have to use that damn thing.
Oh yeah. Well, New York.
I love that. Their
Their
problem is people not hitting the things they're aiming at. So their solution is to take a 24-ounce pistol and put a 14-pound trigger on it, so you don't have a prayer of hitting what you're shooting.
Yeah, I've had some semi-autos that were smaller 9mm that I won't name the name of the gun, but it was called a P14, and it was a double action only, and it had such a trigger pull that I was in my old shop on Arrow Highway shooting about 5 feet into the box. And it pulled me completely under the box.
Whoa.
Yeah, and luckily I had that huge hunk of wood table under it.
Yep.
It hit the wood, and the bullet just kind of boop, and died out. But man,
The smaller and lighter a gun is, you put a stiff trigger on that, it really magnifies the effects of the awkwardness.
And could you imagine trying to do that at a distance? I mean, forget about it.
Under duress.
Yeah. So
the balance.
Okay, I think we handled about all of it there, Sean.
Okay, well, thank you. Until next week, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Gold stars, all of you.
Okay, thanks, Sean. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
So, yeah, Sean brought us out of the 9 circles of hell and gave you guys something to really bite on. That's really great.
The Swiss guns, for a while, they were starting to catch on and getting a little bit expensive, but they've calmed down and cooled off considerable. And you can still pick those up for about $400.
I remember they're going for about 4 years ago.
Yeah, they were $700-800 there for a little bit, but they've kind of chilled out and come back down to normal. And a lot of milsurps are doing that right now. I don't know,
The market expands and contracts.
Yeah, because for a minute, a 9130 you were getting $600-700, and they're back down to the $300-400 where they belong because there's a bazillion of them.
And just on was it the Serious Dog Sled Patrol of the Joint Arctic Command?
Those are the guys.
Wonderful. Just in case anyone was wondering what Mark was talking about and all that.
I'm always wondering what Mark's talking about. Because he uses big words, and my brain don't.
David out in Michigan says he uses 6.5 for deer hunting.
Hey,
That would be the perfect
We
cartridge
absolutely
for that.
get the job done, and he's got not only a beautiful firearm to do it with, but they are just smooth as silk. When you go to work that bolt, they're just beautiful. So that's the story.
A lot of approbation there.
Yeah, Patcham, we're going to get to you, but after the break, because we only got about a minute and a half, and I don't want to cut you off short, because I'm sure you're going to have.
I want to tell Sean thanks for the softball this time.
Yeah, that was much easier, because those early Euro bolt guns are.
Again, that's all there was.
Yeah.
But man, there was a lot of whimsy in that design.
Yeah, and they were
Whimsy.
pretty rough. So not really great guns, but. And the Krag, I believe it's the Krag Jorgensen. It's in 6.5. It's a carbine, and it's just a fantastic shooter.
I know of it, but I've never handled one.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I would expect it would be because again, about the same power as a 30-40, right?
Real close, yeah. So, anyway, what do we got? Oh, okay, we got hell's bells. We got a minute and a half to vamp, guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's go back on that. Like you were talking about those early military bolts. That just shows you how far technology has gone. Like you see these bolts these days, they come with you can pinky holster them. I mean, you can pinky pull them and all that. And you're talking about heavy trigger pulls on light guns. I mean, this is the advancement in technology and in easement. So,
well, and I tell you one other thing to show how brilliant the Mauser brothers were. Look at all these nasty, different kind of bolt actions from all these different countries, and then look at the 98K.
They really kind of just solved it in one fell swoop, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did, and I mean so much so that the 1903 is basically
we're about ready to go to war, and we're paying.
Yeah, we're paying our enemy to use their gun against them. Yeah,
yep.
That makes a lot of sense. Welcome to the olden days. All right, now we're going to break. When we get back, Patcham, we'll get to you. We got a call from Carrie in Huntington Beach. We'll get to you as soon as we get back. You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be right back. Through your hand. It's a great song.
And bass over there.
That's your lot in life, Lalania.
What a name, Lalania.
Can't blame ya.
My favorite T-shirt, which Jeff wears, is his Jim Morrison.
Oh yeah, I've got the This one's cool though, guys. This one, I don't know if you can see the whole thing. It says,
"Oh yeah, look at it."
Now you can't leave. It's my favorite scene from any movie ever.
The bar scene.
Yeah, the bar scene
I'm doing
from.
T-shirts, but that bar scene is great.
Yeah,
we're all showing off T-shirts today.
There you go. Yeah, it's this is from A Bronx Tale, and when Sonny goes in and tells the bikers they got to leave, and hey, we just want to drink. Okay, you just want to drink.
And he treats them with courtesy first.
Yeah, and then he goes out, and then they screw up, and he goes, "Hey, you got to leave," and they go, "Yeah, screw you, we ain't going nowhere." And then he goes and he just calmly locks the door, turns around, and goes, "Now you can't leave." And I've been in a few of those situations, and it's butt puckering time.
And the way he casually strolls to the door and locks it and just turns around, not a word said yet.
Now you can't leave. What do you think of them apples, Chuck?
The outcome was never in doubt.
Yeah.
Ever notice how, can we do the Clint Eastwood? Ever notice how once in a while you run across somebody you really shouldn't have with?
Yeah.
I was a terrible Eastwood, by the way. They sounded like I had adenoids or something.
Oh, I don't know. We keep getting people hanging up. We had Carrie in Huntington Beach, and they hung up.
Tired of waiting, juggling the phone.
Yeah. Well, poor Patcham has been waiting 29 minutes.
Yeesh.
Damn it.
I love 13 says, I hate raccoons. They're Tasmanian devils.
Oh, they are. I mean, they are ferocious little boogers if they're wild.
Not help you if you got a chicken coop.
Oh yeah, they tear
They will
right
tear through that.
Yeah, they'll go right through the chicken wire, everything.
They venture in my backyard all the time. One time I was like, "What kind of cat is that?" And I started getting closer, and he starts looking. He starts sitting up and looking at me. I'm like, "Oh, you are not a cat."
Yeah, and I'm gonna be leaving right now.
Goodbye. Yeah, they'll be on the fence just strolling by. I'm like, "Hope you find a nice cat."
They do that little.
Yeah, because their hind portions are so much bigger than their front. They're like little bears walking around.
And they have no saliva glands. That's why you see them when they're eating, and they always try and scoop water in. Yeah, because they have no saliva glands. So, and they don't make great pets. Mine would get into the plants and dig them out. She had plants here and there, and we had a couple of them on the piano, and that damn raccoon dug them out. And all the dirt went in the piano keys.
They're looking for grubs.
You
know what I've heard make good pets? As in, like, if you want to get a different type of cat, skunks. You can get them deglanded. And they're
I have had a couple of experiences that would not incline me towards the maintenance of one as a pet.
Yeah, from what I've heard, that
And if I have to take parts out of an animal to keep it as a pet,
it's a little too much work.
Forget might as well have
I'm
buffalo.
not a cat person anyway, so it wouldn't be on my list. But
Ellie Mae Clampett over here.
They're delicious. What can I say?
Speaking of buffalo, have you seen the guy get buffalo tossed up at Yellowstone?
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokin'sies.
Nope. Pulled in just behind a friend, she lays it down. He frowns, gee, my life's a funny thing. Am I still too young? Dixie diamond there, she took his ring, took his babies, took him minutes, took her nowhere. Heaven knows she's a taker and a faker. She was a young American.
Young American.
Dude, you're
Love
all
this
over
song.
the place tonight.
I know. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And let's get to Patcham quick and Chino. Patcham, thanks so much for holding so long.
you.
What can we do for you tonight?
No worries, guys. Well, thanks for taking my call. Hey, I got a side match coming up. It's called Double Trouble. And I've done it before, but I know there's always room for improvement. And I think you guys do this one with your association where you shoot. I got two 17-inch round targets, 5 feet apart, and I'm supposed to be, this year we are 7 feet to the line. Where would you line up? In the middle, to the left, to the right?
Body dynamics.
Yeah.
Is it easier to swing to the left or to the right? Line up for most people. If you're right-handed, you line up facing the target on the right.
Mm-hmm.
So that because it's much more natural to swing to the left than it is to the right.
And
no.
I would
Hang on.
probably. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I've got two Rugers same time. You got to hit both of them.
Oh, interesting. Then definitely I would be in the middle because yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I've done in the past, so think about muscle memory, is I line up on the right target because I'm right-handed, and I only look at the left target.
And you're counting on the synapses to fire.
I am counting on my muscle memory to hit the right target because I'm not looking at it. I only look at the one on the left.
How far apart are they?
5 feet.
Okay, so
And this year we're 7 feet from to the line.
Okay.
That's absolutely point shooting.
Yeah. I think I would agree with you. You know, I'm not really a too experienced in fast draw. I only did it one or two times. I think I would probably watch a few people, and I think I would probably do exactly what you said. Expect the left hand to know where it's going, and I'd be watching the right hand.
As a lefty.
Yeah, as a lefty, right. Yeah.
Okay, as a lefty, yeah, okay, I got you. Okay, all right. So it sounds like I might have done it right in the years past, but I know there's always room for improvement, and I know that I poked too far to make sure that they're going to hit the target. So I'd like to be able to pull I'm in closer to my belt when I'm doing this or time, but I don't know.
Yeah, every moment that you're not spending lifting it up to your eye line.
No, we're from the hip anyway.
I know.
So, but I still have to push it out there a little bit. I feel a little bit more comfortable that I'll be on target if I push it out there about six inches.
Could you imagine a modern day fast draw guy going back into the real West?
Because they would smoke everything.
Well, not only that, but those guys would be looking at it like, what the hell?
How in the world?
And I mean, what is there, like one or two examples of an actual
face-to-face shootout? The big one is Dave Tutt and Wild Bill, of course.
Yeah, and the
OK
Corral. That's about it.
Yeah.
So that would definitely be an interesting kind of thing to do.
On the other hand, those guys were. We do this for fun.
Yeah,
those were some hard men.
Well, yeah,
who did not lose sleep.
Could you imagine 4 really black powder, real black powder rounds going off in an itty bitty saloon?
Right, right.
You couldn't see for about an hour.
Like they weren't smoking enough in those places.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be like equivalent to the. I mean, because we like talking about movies. This is equivalent to that Kevin Costner shot when he backed up out of the saloon and he got the guys on the front of the porch.
Yeah, in Silverado. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No way.
A little 7-10 split there.
Yeah, and those guys were more than 5 feet or 7 feet apart. They were about 60 feet apart. And
you like Quick and the Dead. I'm looking at the distance at which those guys are pulling in under a second and shooting holes and fingers off and stuff. Come on.
Well, there was a comedian, Sinbad, that made a Western that was kind of straight to HBO. I can't.
Was I in that one too?
It was the Something Kid, and Lou Gossett Jr. was in it too, and he shoots a guy in the back, and he goes, "You just shot him in the back." He says, "His back was to me." That has stuck with me for all these years. I thought that is so real Western.
The Cherokee Kid.
The Cherokee Kid. Yeah, they use a whole bunch of you birdie stuff in that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have heard that, though, that most shootouts were not what we see in the movies and the TV.
Lots of ambushes.
Not face-to-face. That's all made-up stuff.
Yeah, well, Wyatt Earp's thing was to buffalo a guy. That was what he was really known for. And that means, busting the barrel over somebody's noggin. And that would definitely give you a headache.
With a longer than a 5-inch barrel, yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, and likely, I don't think the... what was it? The super long barrel. The Buntline. I don't think Ned Buntline was ever met him in real life, but probably a 7.5 inch. So.
Well, that's what I do is a 7.5. So we're gonna.
You're doing quick draws 7.5.
Yeah.
That's
I'm already at an advantage. So when I whip somebody on time, they've been whooped.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, you're going to be up in near Fernley. Is Cal Eldridge still doing quick draw up there?
Absolutely, he's the director of the whole sport.
Wow,
Make sure that you tell him that Jeff and I said hi. HUD and FJT.
I most certainly will.
Yeah. Please do.
He knows me pretty good since I'm now the assistant director of the EMT program. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, I've shot against Cal for, not in a long time, but a long time ago for many years. He was a territorial governor for his club, as I was for out here. And at Stampede in Nevada, we used to have the territorial governor shoot-off, which was just the main match, but, we all shot against each other, and I beat him a couple of years in a row. He was not happy with me.
He's a good shooter.
Well,
He's a great shooter.
What I can do, I will give Cal that 866 number, 870, and you guys know the rest.
It'd be fun to have him on to talk about this.
I'll give you guys the station number and say, hey, call in on a Sunday.
That would be great.
Please do. That'd be good. Yeah. Be good to visit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So,
okay.
I mean, he knows both you guys, and so I know you guys all been around, even Cisco.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Gil used to come to my shop and cut my hair.
He still cuts hair.
Yeah.
he still does. So if you were over in Azusa more often, he'd probably do it for you.
Yeah. Been a while. All right, Patch. Thanks for the call.
Thanks for the call.
Great hearing you, brother.
Hope to talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.
God bless.
Okay.
Take it.
Now, that's an illustration of it can be done. He went from the online presence to picking up the phone.
Yeah. And
It's
look,
any one of you.
not one of us bit him or anything.
No, look at that. See, you're safe here, folks. You're real safe.
We now have lines open, guys. What's the number, Jim?
Come on, guys. 866-870-5752. Again, before we end the show, because we only have one segment more after
I know.
this. 866-870-5752.
Give us a call. Okay, so I was talking about Cajon. I'm trying to think of anything that came up that was extra special.
You said they had the funny shoot in the box.
Yeah, we had a couple of interesting scenarios. It was 4 targets in a square. 2 were painted black and 2 were painted red.
That helps.
And you started in the top left corner, and that was a black target, and then caddy corner was another black target, and the other 2 were red targets, and you had to shoot the black one once and the red ones twice. So, and you had to go clockwise. So it was single tap, double tap, single tap, double tap, single tap, double tap, single tap, double tap, and I think that was for 10. It was interesting. I'd not done it before.
That is definitely different,
Yeah.
and the split. Some are easier. Some stages are easier when you shoot the rifle because there's the continuity, and some are easier with the pistol. That one, you'd have to split the pistols on one of the double taps.
Yeah, and last night after Kathy and I both got home, and I got home from work, she asked me to start explaining some of these because the hardest time she's having is remembering
Various
she doesn't
sweeps.
know. She's never really shot a lot of this stuff, and so a Yuma sweep, which is 4 targets, and you go single shots, 1, 2, 3,
Nevada
4,
sweep.
5, and then you go back to 3 for the 5th round, and then you go 2 and then 3, and so I'm trying to explain, and she got all of them real good until I got to the progressive.
That one,
the progressive sweep when you first start is very daunting. Ooh. And what it is you do sweeps, but each one progresses. So if there's 4 targets, you start on the left side, 1, then 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Which with a rifle, that's 10 rounds. Doesn't sound too hard. But now do it with a pistol.
Because now you got to come up on that target number 3, and
remember that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
While you're shooting and minding your sights.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned the Yuma sweep, which I find is easier on the pistol than the rifle because you have that wonderful split.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 3. Piece of cake. And even the progressive, it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that there's so many different sweeps, and you go to a different match and it changes. You're having to remember recall in your memory this type of sweep again. And how do you study for a test like this?
And that's dry firing and things like that help.
Yeah.
I had a couple of new shooters with me today out at the Canyon Oak shoot, and one of them is a very, very good, really, really good, outstanding pistol shooter. Mm-hmm. And it was the sweeps that were killing it.
There you go. And to do the same sweep with a rifle versus a handgun, like I said, it's very simple. Most of them are pretty simple with a rifle because you're just doing all 10. Mm-hmm. Like the progressive sweep, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Boom.
That's pretty simple. But when you got to go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4,
that break.
It can get a little daunting. So what I explained to her is, as you go, when you stop with the first pistol, look at your next target, holster, draw, and go right to that target.
That's simple.
Focus.
And I saw a little light go bing, and she goes, "I get it now."
Eureka!
That's good.
So there's that. All right. I'm glad you fixed the spelling there because it's Bobby in Phoenix, Ed in Riverside. We'll get to you as soon as we get back here. Listen to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And now, listen to Janice.
That's simple and elegant. Just look at the next target you're going to shoot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Keep your focus on there.
Yeah.
Let your body do the work.
Well, she's got 4 pieces of paper, and she's going to put them out and dry fire in the.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Heck yeah.
I used to have a Heart Spade Club diamond on my wall, and people come over and go, "Wow, you must really like to play cards." And you smile and say, "Yes, yes, I do.
Yeah.
You need to see me in my underwear with a gun belt, doing my
Yeah,
drills."
do you remember the days of draw cards?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Ay, ay, ay. And if you got lucky, you'd get like either the one on this end, so you go
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you get this one, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I never got lucky. I always
You don't want to start and end on the diamond.
Yeah, you know, I can remember standing up, hands at high surrender, on beat, sit down, draw a card. Oh.
Yes.
Now everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me. Starting out, somebody gonna coming along. We're loading up the body with the boards inside and heading out singing our song. Welcome back, everybody. We got a bunch of phone calls over the break.
Let's get 'em in.
So let's cut that short and let's get right to our friend Brent in L.A. Brent, what's going on?
Shalom, Brent.
Shalom, you MAGA military gunslingers.
How you doing, brother?
It's all about the Swedish 6'5", baby.
Doing great. And it's challenging keeping up with all your recent movie suggestions, but I'm slowly doing it. And, Jeff, I watched America's great and incomparable James Cagney in Mr. Rogers.
Oh, I love that
great
movie.
film.
Yeah.
From 1955. And afterwards, I reflected upon Cagney's amazing acting range and ability to go from portraying a fictitious, petty, arrogant, spiteful, dishonorable Captain Morton commanding a U.S. Navy cargo ship during World War II, and then 5 years later, in 1960, he depicted the honorable, heroic, and brilliant World War II Pacific Admiral Bull Halsey.
Yeah.
In The Gallant Hours. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's a stunning and very relevant biopic about a gallant and great American military leader. And it ends with a quote of his to an overwhelmed flight officer who doubts his ability to command others in battle. And Halsey tells him, "There are no great men, only great challenges that ordinary men are forced by circumstances to meet." And there's so much great advice on how to live and how to think in this film.
Yeah, that's a great. Well, and right after that, he made. This is a tough call, but probably at least in the top 2 Cagney films is a movie called 1, 2, 3.
You know that film?
I love
that movie. Is
that
so
film.
freaking funny.
Yeah, he's a Coca-Cola.
He's a Coca-Cola distributor
in Germany,
in West Germany.
Yeah, in West Germany, and Horst Buchholz is his soon-to-be
He don't know it yet.
boss's son-in-law. Yeah, who's a diehard communist. And
that's a funny film.
It's akin to what's the movie with his girl Friday? I think it. The script for this movie must have been 8 inches thick. I mean, because it's going so fast. It's a great flick. Go ahead, Brett.
Oh, it takes place during the Cold War, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay, I think I did see it some time ago. I'll have to watch it again.
Oh, I love that movie.
But what's so brilliant about The Gallant Hours is there are no overt battle scenes in it, even though you don't even notice it until the end. All the fighting takes place off-set and off-screen, but you hear it and you feel it. And his acting in this is so amazingly understated. It's just really brilliant, and the music to it is just very haunting.
Yeah,
it's an unusual military movie.
Yeah, and of course, Mr. Roberts. All right. Who did it? Who did it?
Yeah, but see, that's not who Cagney is.
No.
It's almost a come down for Cagney to play such a part. And when he plays Bull Halsey, it's just absolutely amazing.
Oh,
You mentioned range though.
Yeah.
And he had that in him because You know what? For any movie to be good, you got to have a good guy. But as important as the good guy, you got to have a good, strong bad guy. You got to have a Darth Vader, right?
Yeah.
And he totally pulls that off.
He was very hateable.
Yes, right.
Right. But also, director Robert Montgomery, who did The Gallant Hours, he apparently served under Halsey as a commander in the U.S. Navy. And for James Cagney, it was like a labor of love and a tribute to Halsey. So it's, they try to be very accurate. There are certain points where they have to push the timing of things, but everything about it is accurate, even if it's not totally, factual, by the individual moment.
Yeah.
Waiting for your review on Young Washington.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd want to see it. I've seen the reviews, and it looks wonderful. And Washington is also one of those fortuitous, providential characters in not just American history, but in world history. Can you imagine the world without Washington?
No. Yeah.
If you have a chance, after you've seen the film, read the Los Angeles Times review on it. It is a not positive review, but the words condemn the writer.
Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt. They're not going to say anything good about
guys a person
Washington.
who cannot conceive of greatness and who has no greatness within them could never understand what this person was.
Yeah. All right. Brent, as always, thank you, sir. We'll talk to you again.
God bless you, Brent.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
God bless you.
Oh, thanks for coming up with 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, real quick, let's get to Bobby in Phoenix. What's going on, Bobby?
Bobby.
Hey, guys, the IOU list is still on with your pie. It might grow to 2 eventually when I see you guys.
Well, we're giving Phoenix one more try.
I don't care so much about the pie. I want to see the dancing cats.
Yeah, that's the new top list.
Hey, that is a bright man there. He knows where to go with the subject. That's number 2 on my agenda.
Oh, goodness.
I've got a little rebellion there. There's a couple of cats that are demanding more sardines in order to do the pole climbing because one of them said she needs a little more roundness on her booty in order to slide down that pole properly to give the right effect.
Of course she does.
Have you tried deglanding a skunk?
Oh.
That's polecats. These ain't no polecats.
Apparently you do have polecats.
Cats on poles.
The polecats are only men who think they're just there. They could never be a cat. You just got to be a dog. You got to accept your position. And
guys, they're dogs.
Okay? Hey, anyway, the cats are doing great other than the sardine business that I'm negotiating with. Everyone's negotiating with everybody. In my little world of animal husbandry and wifery.
Okay.
I work with animals, as you can tell. And I've worked with men all my life. That's why I can work with animals. Okay?
What a rough life you've had.
You're a zookeeper.
Thus far, anyone would be envious of the challenges I've had because I was able to overcome them, okay? You know how that is. You got to practice and practice.
All that and pies.
Anyway, the cats are doing good. Sardines are a problem, but I'm working with that, and we're going to get that.
Okay.
And the booty will be the way she wants it. Otherwise, she's not going to participate.
Okay, Bobby, we got to go. Thanks. We'll talk to you again.
You're darn right, because number 3 you couldn't handle on the agenda. I'll talk to you guys maybe next week.
Take care.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah, okay. Let's get to Ed in Riverside. What's going on, Ed?
Evening, Ed.
Greetings.
Yeah, follow that, Ed.
I fired up the computer and got right on the streaming, and it's working great. So I have it silenced right now because I'm on the phone. But and there's a delay between the phone and the computer. So anyhow, I heard the gentleman talking about the quick draw and using a long barrel, the 7.5. The chapter leader of CRPA in Riverside, maybe state champion with long barrel. He shoots a 7.5-inch barrel, and there's a separate class for the shorter barrel, the 4.5 and 5, or I'm not sure what all is included in it. But you got 7.5s compete against 7.5s, not the shorter guys.
No, okay.
So, and I know there's two different sports here. There's fast draw and quick draw, and I'm not sure what the difference is, but I believe that this chapter leader is in fast draw, and you actually start with your hand on the butt of the gun. It's not like it's pictured in the movies with everybody keeping their hand away from the gun until they draw. So, anyhow, just some interesting info.
Okay.
Making the show better, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for the explanation. And I'm pretty sure the difference between the two is fast draw is run by Baba Louie. Or no, that's quick straw.
Quick straw.
Yeah.
Quick straw.
Quick straw.
There you go. All right, Ed, thanks for the call. We'll talk to you again.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. God bless.
Thanks.
God bless you.
Thanks.
Ed. Great hearing from you.
Well, we made it. I wasn't sure. We got a blast of phone calls there, and you know, of course, Bobby. Just
and her cats.
And her cats. There's her cats.
If anyone's online, we're showing some pole dancing.
Kevin is on his game. That's all I have to say.
I've heard of herding cats, but never, cat pole dancing. I don't know. Just another day I've completely lost control of the show.
Yeah, did we ever have control?
No. Anyway, guys, you got any questions you want to give me a call during the week, you can go to Gunslinger Auctions and gunslingerauctions.com, and you can find the numbers for me. I rarely am up in the Azusa store, but I'm always down at the Orange store. You can give me a call. We had a gentleman, I told you guys a little bit ago, that was a longtime customer, has decided to sell, and he's going to bring it somewhere between 50 and 100 guns this week for December. So if you want to get them in,
get them in now.
Better get them in soon, yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be in 2027.
27, folks, almost here.
The years are going by way too fast, and I'm too old for them to be doing this.
No.
All right, guys. There's the old music on the wall.
That's it, man.
It's time to go. Don't forget to smile. Just a little curve says a lot of things straight. Thank you, Leon. We'll see you guys next week. Good night, everybody.
God bless you.
And go watch 1, 2, 3. It's awesome.
Do it.